Masonic Cemetery Association, and we are the group, the nonprofit, that for almost 25 years has been maintaining and restoring the cemetery in Hope Abbey. You are sitting on or standing on one of our recent projects, which was the restoration of the terrazzo floor, removing all the grime and stains and dirt and rust, and that is because of a very generous donor. Hope Abbey will be open this afternoon until 4 o'clock. So following the concert, if you would like to stay around and look at the repairs and renovations that we've made, see some of the displays. If you have any questions, you can ask Denny Hillesvig, who's standing in the back, who is responsible and supervisor of most of the projects here. We have a functioning bathroom at the end of this hall and a functioning donation box. Let me introduce our musicians, Carlene and Mike McCornack. I think this is their third time playing for Music to Die For. Always to a standing room only audience. And Mike feels very at home playing here because he has many relatives. You're a what, fourth generation organ?
Yes.
Fifth? Fourth. Okay. Mike and Carlene have CDs for sale, and they are back here, and they take credit cards. So I will turn the program over to them. Mike and Carlene.
Kind of worried that everybody's going to be staying home in the sunshine today. Well, wow, man, come on. And if you want to know what the show sounds like backwards, ask these guys. I did. We should point out, we are not being amplified. We're just letting the room do what the room does here, which is an amazing acoustic, you can tell already. Which is one of the reasons we want to record it. So we never get to go to our own shows, you know. It's busy those days.
Down a red dirt road, few people go, through the sage and ponderosa pine. There's a river that flows from places unknown, far along the snowy mountain side, where the wild saskatoon and the snow on the trail along the canyon green, where the fish are on the rise in the early morning light, then slip away wide and deep. River, show us the way, you know how to rush and to play over rocks and mossy ground, under sun and stormy clouds. River, you won't know where you come from, where you must go. There's a cool and quiet breeze through the tops of the trees, in the wood where Robin sings, where the river goes beneath the long flows, the secret of notorious spring. As she mossy ground, under sun and stormy clouds. River, you want to know where you come from, where you must go. You only know where you come from. Show us the way, where you must go.
It's amazing how many friends we're seeing here today. When you got to go to a mausoleum to see your friends, you know you're getting older.
It's a lively group.
It's a lively. The puns are going to be coming, I can tell you. Well, Carlene and I started playing together 47 years ago now. Some of you may remember out on Coburg Road, there's a place that used to be out there, where at the point in our life we refer to the buildings that used to be there, instead of the buildings that are there. It was called the Villa Roma, and we started playing together in the pizza parlor of the Villa Roma in 1971. And at that time, we were using the PA system that they also used for calling the pizza. So for those of you that never got to hear this next song that we did back in 1971, all the way through, without an olive pizza interrupting it, this is all of Early Morning Rain.
And just so you know, pepperoni is not in the lyric.
She'll be flying on my home in about 3 hours' time. Well, this old airport's got me down. It ain't no earthly good to me.
of the jet plane, like a cannon freight train. So I best be on my way in the early morning rain. So I best be on my way in the early morning rain. Number 27.
Well, this next song is a fiddle tune called Whiskey Before Breakfast, which we may have had in our younger years. We had late breakfast, like 2 in the morning.
Those parts that didn't sound like the melody, that's called improvisation. When you're practicing, you call them mistakes, but when you have an audience, it's improvisation. Before we forget, one of our friends who we have known for a lot of years, who's here today, is going to be having a birthday tomorrow. So, if you would help us out, Mel is sitting right over here, and Mel is going to be celebrating. Celebrating 92 years. So is a key of F okay for all you guys? Is that okay for you? I better check with you now. Yeah, okay, we're in F.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mel. Happy birthday to you.
you that read letters to the editor know that frequently, if you read them a lot, it's best to start at the bottom, read the name of who wrote it first. And I will always read Mel's letters. Yes! He and I agree on a lot of stuff. Well, Mel was a good friend of my parents. They spent a lot of time together. My father was a wonderful person who loved life 11 months of the year. And then there was February. And I had a tough time with February. And I don't know if it's a genetic thing or environmental or whatever, but that's always been my tough month as well. I can get through most of the others. When I get to February, you just kind of have to work, make it happen. Anyway, on my little whiteboard at home, which is where I keep track of what I should be thinking, I had the title sitting up
You
there.
mean that blank one?
You drove today, right? Anybody offer me a ride? Anyway, I had this title up there for a long time and finally figured last winter I better finish the song. So, who knows if it works or not, but it is a song about February. It started in November after being on a whiteboard for many, many years. I took a different way today. I traveled east instead of west. The change felt good, I have to say. I have to say I'm feeling blessed. The years have worn my courage yet. I'm still inclined to swim upstream, and I've escaped the sad regret of chasing someone else's dream. Winter owns December, January's gone, but February tries the soul. And yet I know I'll still go on. I've lived with loss, I've lived with gain, back and forth between the two. There's momentary joy or pain, the balance in the longer view. The winter owns December, January's gone, but February tries the soul. And yet I know I'll still go on. It's not for me to know the end. I don't pretend to understand, but I can live as I intend, and I will love while I still can. Winter owns December, January's gone, dries the soul. And yet I know I'll still go on. The winter owns December, January's gone, but February dries the soul. And yet I know I'll still go on. Song about February, you are forced to commit as to how you're going to pronounce it. I grew up in Oregonian, so it was February for my entire life, but I noticed somewhere along the line, about 35 or something, that by golly, there's another R in that puppy, and I suppose that ought to be pronounced too. So, well, we started doing this next song a number of years ago, back when our children still lived at home. This may be the reason they left. But we used to take trips in the car with kids. Of necessity, they didn't drive as children. And frequently, Carly and I, for working on harmonies, would, practice in the car, especially when we had our daytime jobs going and there wasn't any time to rehearse. And we rehearsed the chorus to this next song frequently in the car, and we would see the kids in the back seat getting lower and lower. And they would beg to stop anywhere just to have a song. It is a song about one of our favorite topics, a proper cup of coffee. All I want is a proper cup of coffee, made in a proper coffee pot. I may be off my top, but I want a cup of coffee from my proper coffee pot. And I coffee pots and tin coffee pots, so they're all used to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea.
While shopping at the mall, I spied a little stall by the name of the Happy Little Brewer. Works a naked Friday, they come back to Friday, so I post my on to her.
I don't want your cherry chocolate cappuccino. There is just one way I wish to sip the beano. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my top, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. I'm coffee pots and tin coffee pots, so they're not used to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee from a proper cup of coffee, well, I'll have a cup of tea. Oh, I ran on a jet, $5 and cents, and a ticket to the cross the country. We flew to a store, no cause of great alarm. Suddenly the flight turned bumpy. The captain said, because of turbulence, I'm sorry, but we just can't serve you love. All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my top, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. I'm coffee pots and tin coffee pots, so they're not used to me. If I can't have a proper cup of coffee from a proper cup of coffee, but I'll have a cup of tea. I heard about St. 100 years a day to live on the mountain treasures, to find a new slime and peppermint combined, and reaching over that home, stretch or else. When finally I reached the mountain top, all he said was, did you bring the coffee pot? All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper cup of coffee pot. I may be off my top, but I want a cup of coffee from a proper coffee pot. I'm happy Parsons in coffee box, so there we used to be. If I can't have a proper coffee from a proper coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. Yeah, everybody! All I want is a proper cup of coffee, making a proper coffee pot. One day we got my job, but I wouldn't go looking for a proper coffee pot. I'm happy Parsons in coffee box, so there we used to be. If I can't have a proper coffee from a proper coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea. That's the ideal time.
Well, we've reached a point in our lives, maybe some of you have too, where you realize you have a lot of stuff. It's just everywhere. And we did a lot of traveling and moving around every couple of years, and we would keep things pared down as a result. But we've lived in this house for a lot of years now, and so we're starting to go through things and think, the kids are going to want this. Look at all these dishes, you know, from great-grandparents and parents and the 6 sets we have. They're going to want all of this. And then there's the boxes of things that we've cleaned out of our parents' homes and siblings' homes. And you look at pictures and you don't know who people are. And you just wonder, who's going to tell you who these people are? What is this stuff? Right, Mike?
True. Yeah. I don't know who expect people are the pictures to be taken now.
So, this is a song called Boxes. First I'm going to chin just a little bit when you talk.
So I have to say something relevant while you're kidding? Or,
It doesn't matter.
yeah. I'm completely out of relevance. I just, do I have relatives? As I mentioned, we had about 27 or 28 Cornats back here. This is the largest group of family we've ever had at a performance. No negative comments so far that we've heard.
No vegetables.
If you're back there and hear any groaning, let us know. It's probably the fam.
Top dresser drawer filled with things I knew nothing of, drawn like a moth to the mystery within. I opened it again and again. It had a place for a lock and a key, but the latch was always open. I looked inside, never touched what was there, though I know now he wouldn't have cared. And who will tell the stories of a time way back in the day, whose voice will we hear that knows the sound of the music, the memories and the secrets locked up in the long ago. There's an old silver dollar I was never to spend, ribbons and store them away. The children will walk them someday. Now I have a box in my top dresser drawer, and the latch is always open, with a few honest things right next to mine, leaving them carefree behind. For who will tell a story from a time way back in the day, whose voice will we hear that knows the sound of the music, memories and secrets locked up in the long road.
Well, we initially started off our relationship as performing buddies. Eventually it had to fall by the wayside, and we went on a first date eventually to hear Doc Watson, the great folk musician, guitarist. And hardly a performance goes by without, we have to do a Doc Watson song pretty much every time. If you're tuning, I can tell a real brief story. We went to Nashville 8 or 9 years ago and went through the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum. They've got all these wonderful instruments and pictures and displays related to people. And in one of the displays, they had Doc Watson's picture, a couple of his performing outfits, and the guitar he played at the concert that we had our first date. So here we are, standing in the middle of the Country Music Hall of Fame Museum, tears streaming down our face, trying to explain to people that we're okay.
It was a moment.
We had a This is for Doc wherever he's playing today. Back in 1988, I think I'm remembering correctly.
What story is this?
Oh. She always gets a little worried when I start, for good reason. We got a call on a Monday from a couple of friends. Said, "What are you guys doing Friday?" Well, we get to play. We're getting married. Is Mike coming and playing? On Friday? This was Monday. And we loved and still love both of them dearly. And of course we said yes and went to play for their wedding. Our son, who was 2 years old, who started crying at birth and stopped at age 5, came along with us and howled for much of the ceremony. Anyway, when it's people you love, you want to do something special. So we wrote them a song. And
Actually, you wrote them.
well, I wrote them a song. And I think after it was all over, I felt kind of like, yeah, I finished the song and we played it for them. But it was never felt quite finished. I mean, Monday to Friday has never been a good timeline for me for writing songs. So Carlene and I this winter decided that it would be a good time to begin speaking to each other. And,
It was after February.
and I said, well, maybe we go back and see if we could finish that song and make it a better song. And never had been very happy with it. So we did finish it, and thank you, Carlene, very much, because I think it turned out way better. We're hoping our friends get married again, so we can do it to each other again. So.
Start at the beginning with all of it that you could know, to see what I so rarely show. I want to tell you everything, but the only words I have at hand don't seem to move at my command. And as my spirit wants to sing, I find I can't say anything. And all the words I know are not enough to say the things I know are true. And the one truth I can tell you is to say that I love you. With a loneliness back before the day we met. I often felt alone, and yet I didn't see my solitude. But then a chance encounter, a verse, a beautiful refrain, a moment I cannot explain, that found me standing next to you. And all the words I know are not enough to say the things I know are true. And the one truth I can tell you is to say that I love you. We look on all that's gone before, and on ahead to something more, and all the joy that love can bring. Today can be a place to start this moment, and an open heart, a promise that I make with you. We'll find our way if we dream true. All the love we have is love enough to guarantee that we dream true. And the one
say that I love you.
And all the love we have is love enough to guarantee we agree to. The one truth I can tell you is to say that I love you. Well, there are controversies and there are controversies. There are people who like baseball and people who would rather go to the dentist than go to a baseball game. I happen to be one of those people who likes baseball. And bless Darlene's heart, she will go to the games with me on occasion. Thank God they have beer. And I swear.
And hot dogs.
But any of you that saw the Ken Burns series a few years ago on baseball may recognize the fact that there is more to the song "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" than just the chorus, which is what you usually hear. And we decided that we would like to go ahead and learn the verses of the song, which we've done. But having compulsive tendencies, we went ahead and added a little bit more. So we have some additional parts. We're hoping that enough of you have stayed for at least 7.5 innings of a baseball game, so that you at least know the chorus. And we'll strongly encourage you at least to sing along when we get to the chorus part. And then Carlene is going to add a little bit to that. So you have your choice of following me. I'll be singing the regular chorus, or Carlene, who is going to be singing the perversion of the chorus. Was that the word I'm going to use?
I don't know. I am right.
A version of the chorus. Casey was baseball mad, had the fever and had it bad. Just to root for the hometown crew, every cent Katie spent on the Saturday. Her young boy called to see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do.
With the opera theater, I'm in need of a breath of fresh air. You never want to go anywhere I want to go, like out to the park. Let's go up in my bright red convertible. Just for once, can we do something that is fun for the two of us? We can go walk and be home.
Here's one you know.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ground. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. Baby, don't win, it's a shame. Or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong, all the law, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do, just to cheer up the boys she knew. She had the gang sing the song, here we go. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the fresh air. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Anywhere I
don't care if I never get back, 'cause it's root
Let's go back home to the village. Oh, boys, can we share something now?
Oh, this one, two, three strikes you're out of the old ball game. Yes, 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out of the old ball game. Now it's 1, 2, video review. You can tell he was out
He's safe.
at the old ball game.
Leave you with a couple more songs here. This next one, written by good buddy and wonderful songwriter Bill Staines. And we were talking to Bill about this last October when we saw him, and he wrote it probably 30 years ago, but it is, I think in some ways more powerful today than it was then. It's called Bridges. There are bridges, bridges in the sky. They are shining in the sun. They are made of stone and wood and wire. They can turn two things to one. They are languages and letters. They are poetry and all. They are love and understanding, and evermore. They are languages and letters. They are poetry and all. They are love and understanding, and evermore. There are canyons, they are yawning in the night. They are rank and bitter anger, they are all devoid of light. They are fear and blind suspicion, they are apathy and pride. They are dark and self-loathing, and they're oh so very wide. They are fear and blind suspicion, they are apathy and pride. They are dark and self-loathing, and they're oh so very wide.
Let us build a bridge of music, let us cross it with a song. Let us span another canyon, let us right another wrong. Oh, if someone should ask us where we're off and bound today, we will tell them building bridges and be off and on our way. Oh, if someone should ask us where we're off and bound today, we will tell them building bridges and be off and on our way.
We will tell them building bridges and be off and on our way.
Thank all of you so much for coming to join us today for the Music to Die For. Next programs, a lot more great music to come for the summer. And the wonderful thing is it helps to support the restoration of this amazing part of Eugene's history that was laying here under weeds and dirt and junk for years, and it's now a gem once again. So please, for all those people who volunteered their time and energy to make this such a beautiful place again. What's that? This is in real life. I'm usually the one that gets some interesting keys. Well, Dr. both Carly and I were given a tremendous gift. We were raised in families where people sang. And growing up, we never had radios in the car, and as soon as the trip started, we'd all start singing. And just what you did, we never thought about it. It wasn't until years later that I realized it was a wonderful gift that I'd been given. And I taught music to students for a lot of years. I should say, I stood up in front of students while hopefully they learn music for a lot of years. Teaching is a kind of a misnomer. You hope to say things and then get out of the way as quickly as possible. But one of my final wishes for my seniors as they went away every year was, it's okay if you forget everything I told you, but you have to promise me if you have babies, you will sing to them. And one of the great gifts of my life now is I'll have a student that I had years ago come up in the grocery store and say, "McCornack, I sing to my babies."
Sing a little chorus.
Among the first things I remember are the songs my family sang. They trembled down the highway in the cold November rains. I never felt a drop of water as we sang those old refrains. There's a world inside those songs. There is a world inside those songs that I get into, and I don't want out of. Well, I've been there my whole life long, inside the world, inside those songs. Down the many roads I've traveled, never sure just where to go. There are songs that I have sung, my guitar and old banjo. And if I ever would have made it without music, I don't know if there's a world inside those songs. There is a world inside those songs that I get into, and I don't want out of. Well, I've been there my whole life long, inside the world, inside those songs. Somebody take a solo! But if I had $1 million, I can tell you what I'd do. I would shake my boss's hand, I would pick my job to do. Then I would pick up my guitar and give the money all to